All right, welcome back to Ron's Garage. Little bit of a couple problems over here. I came over to get that drum off so I could do the two brakes on each side, the drums, and I've beat on it, I've pried on it, I've heated it, I've sprayed PB Blaster in it, and I can't get it to budge. It does move. I can get it to, I can see motion around the center hub, I can see motion around the lugs, but I can't get it to pop off. So I said, all right, well, let's just back off the brake drum. The drum brakes a little bit and it should come off. So I got under there and I'm looking and I can't find an adjuster hole. So I got back out again and I came over here. I said, let me just find out where the damn hole is. So I come over here and I start looking, and there's no adjuster hole anywhere on this thing. The only hole in it is for the e-brake cable to come through. If you look down here, see if I can get you down there. I'm not sure if you're seeing it or not, but there's no hole. There's no rubber plug. There's no nothing down there to adjust back off the adjuster on the brakes. Never seen that before. So I don't know. This rear end is a Chevy 10 bolt 8.5 rear end. So it's a newer model. I'm sure it had brake adjusters, but how the hell do you get to them? So I can't find them. I don't know where to go to get in there. There's nothing on the drum. I said, well, I've never seen them on the drum before, but let me look. But there's nothing on the drum, just that weight. Which I've never seen a weight that big on a drum brake before either. But it is metal. It's not rubber. It's not coming off. So anyway, that's problem number one. I wanted to find out if any of you guys have seen something like that before. Problem number two. Let me crawl under here and show you. And this one is maybe contributing. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. Camera. But that spring, the U-joints and all that stuff is canted backwards just a little bit. Now I thought, well, they got the rear end pointed down, but they don't. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see or not. Probably not from this angle, but the rear end's pointing straight to the transmission. So that's not it. What it looks like they've done is they've rigged up some spring supports onto these, I'm guessing, are original equipment springs, and they mounted them wrong. They mounted them not straight up and down. And of course, if you look right there, of course they welded it. So I'm not 100% sure about this. I don't know, what I was doing was going to relocate the rear shocks, because they're not in the shock mounting hole, which you can see right there. They're up. And I'll show you better on this one. They made some kind of homemade thing to mount the rear shock around the spring itself. And they got air shocks on it, which is okay. I don't mind air shocks, but that spring mount is not good. So I was going to figure out what it's going to take to move them back to the hole they're supposed to be in. They're in the original upper shock mount, but not down here. Now, granted, this is not the original rear end, so they probably never did line up, but that's hokey. I've never seen that before. And they're different. One's a little farther forward than the other one, on each side. So I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I should just take out this whole thing and try to relocate those spring mounts Maybe I should start over and, you know, maybe keep the rear end, but come up with a whole different springs and spring mounts. I don't know. I'm baffled. I don't know what to do with this. So if there's any advice out there, I'm willing to take it. At least listen to it and see if it's going to apply to me. But yeah, I've never seen a backing plate for a drum brake that didn't have a hole in it for the adjuster. So I may be stuck with, you know, breaking something to get that drum off. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to break the drum to get it off. Maybe I'll have to cut a hole in the front into the drum itself to get to the adjuster to back it off. There was a hole in the drum I took off of this side. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. So, you know, that's what I get when I buy somebody else's project, you know, but, you know, I went into it knowing that, and it's not that big a deal, you know, to buy somebody else's project and fix it. But, you know, you got to make some assumptions that people are doing something halfway intelligent. At least I think you got to make some assumptions, but maybe not. But it's my problem now, and I got to figure out how to fix it. So, you know, any advice I'm willing to listen to. Keep in mind, I am on a pretty tight budget. I'm not opposed to using salvage yard parts, and well, I'll take it from there. So let me just crawl my butt up off the floor here. I hate working on a creeper. I wish I had a lift. A lift would make things so much better. I envy people like Rocker Pat's got a lift. But anyway, so came over to do some brakes, and I can't. I don't want to just, you know, take my big hammer out and just make a hole in that drum. Let me show you the drum that came off the other side, so you'll see. And maybe this is what they did, because it kind of looks like it. See that hole? Looks like they cut a hole in that drum to get the drum off. So, you know, I was just going to replace that, but maybe I can't. Maybe I can get different backing plates. Maybe I got to change the whole darn thing. I don't know. So, don't you love it when a plan comes together? Anyway, let me sit here and think about this for a while, and leave any comments or anything, any ideas you got below, and I'd be happy to listen to them. So for now, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.